Hi, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk a little bit about the work that I do, and also that I'm running some workshops. One of them's coming up this weekend called The Light and the Shadow, and there's still a few spaces on it. Really, what this workshop's about is about taking a small bit of time out of our busy schedules and having an opportunity to connect with ourselves and with others in a safe and fun environment where we can start to embrace a little bit more of ourselves. Of course, as the name says, we'll be looking at the shadow side of ourselves, which some people might think, well, I don't have a shadow side to myself, or well, that sounds a bit too scary. But we are made of polarities. We are duality. Without darkness, there's no light. Without the sense of fear, then we have no courage. So we coexist, the good and the bad. We coexist in polarity. And this workshop's really about exploring that, taking opportunity to see ourselves in all our true essence. So by looking at some parts of ourselves that we find unacceptable or that we don't like, or we just wish we didn't do that, by exploring that and just shining a little bit of light onto it, just gently through various means, we can start to begin to find the other aspects of ourselves that we've hidden away. Because within that darkness, within that bit that we push away, within that the part of ourselves that we don't like, there's also many hidden gifts and treasures, because that aspect of ourselves is there for a reason. It's telling us something. Nothing is in a coincidence. Nothing is a mistake within ourselves. So by starting to embrace, to understand and embrace those other parts of ourselves that have been shut off, we then begin to see what lesson they have within them, what lesson is in there, what gift is inside this that we can take out and see how that we can bring back into our lives and enhance our life and make it even better than it is. So we'll be doing that this Saturday. We've already got a few people signed up, and we've still got a couple of spaces left if anybody's interested. We'll be using various forms that I love to use. Expressive arts. I'm no drawer, I am no painter, but in my own right, I love to express myself in that way. And we'll be taking opportunity to do that. And we'll also be using movement. Movement for me has been a real life changer. I'm now embarking on an apprenticeship with movement medicine, the School of Movement Medicine, which is just an absolutely wonderful collaboration of work that has been founded by Susanna and Yakov Darling Khan. And I'm so excited to be an apprentice. So within this workshop, we will just be bringing in a sense of our bodies. We'll be starting to get used to really embodying our experiences, really embodying what we're feeling. So we'll be very, very gently bringing in just some movement awareness, and potentially the potential to be able to dance with what we're feeling, to dance with how our experiences inside. Some of my practice has been through, and my training has been through physical theatre. So really starting to understand how the body can move and express stories and express emotion. And it's absolutely fascinating journey that I've been on. And I feel that movement has enabled me to transform so many things within my life. And I want to just bring a little essence, just a tiny little bit of that into this workshop. And we'll also be using our connecting to our hearts, because our hearts are really where we find our soul deep within us. And I believe by connecting to our hearts, we find and connect to our true selves. And of course, within the workshop, we'll not only be connecting with our own hearts, we'll be connecting to the hearts of those within the workshop and feeling that sort of connection with each other and our sense of gratitude towards ourselves and towards the people around us. It's really going to be a beautiful opportunity to come together, to explore, to dive deep but gently into really re-embracing our true nature. And of course, it is only a few hours out of our lives to do that on a Saturday afternoon. But I hope it will be the beginning of longer journeys that we'll be able to take together. So I'm also maybe just reaching out to those people who'd be interested to come and see me on an individual level as well. Because on an individual level, we can take that journey and that process a lot deeper. And as some of you might know, I have many years' experience working in suicide prevention and crisis. And that's where this journey has really come from for myself, from having that experience of understanding what it feels like to be lost, what it feels like to be shut away in and not to see any hope, what it feels like to be surrounded by darkness. And that's where my journey has come from, and why I feel an affinity being able to help others find their way through that darkness. And because I now absolutely 100% see a light, see the light in all of us, and I want to support others to find their own light within themselves and to be able to see that for themselves. And from that, my offering of empowerment coaching has become much more apparent this year. And I'm really excited to be now offering empowerment coaching as well as my other therapy work and my creative therapy work using expressive arts. So I hope along the way that I'm going to be meeting some of you, maybe through this workshop that's coming up. Maybe the next one, I'm doing one on endings and beginnings. I'll do another video post on that. But I really hope to meet some of you along the way, individually, in the group, at Studio 70. And if you don't decide to come and explore with me, I really wish you well in the rest of your own personal journeys, and love and light to everybody.